Hello, my name is John, and today we'll be reading The Greatest Hysteria in American History by Dennis Prager on Townhall, posted July 24th, 2018. You and I are living through the greatest mass hysteria in American history. For many Americans, the McCarthy era held that dubious distinction. But what is happening now is incomparably worse. For one thing, any hysteria that existed then was directed against the greatest evil in the world at the time, communism. Then Senator Joseph McCarthy and the House Un-American Activities Committee notwithstanding, there really were Americans in important positions who supported communist regimes, enslaving their populations and committing mass murder. McCarthy was on to something. In contrast, the country is choking on hysteria over the extremely unlikely possibility, for which there is still no evidence, that Donald Trump's campaign colluded with the Russian government to meddle in the 2016 presidential election, and the absurdity that President Trump works for Russian President Vladimir Putin. For another, the mainstream media did not support McCarthy. Most in the media were highly critical of McCarthy. Today, the mainstream media are not the voices of caution. They are the creators of the hysteria. There have been conspiracy theories throughout American history, e.g. Lee Harvey Oswald didn't kill President John F. Kennedy alone. The moon landing never happened. But this is the first time the media have created and promoted a conspiracy. Not surprisingly, they have dropped any pretense of objective reporting in the process. And while some Americans were unfairly labeled communists during the McCarthy era, countless Democrat politicians and leaders in news and entertainment have called members of the Trump administration and tens of millions of Americans who support the president fascists, white supremacists, haters, xenophobes, and even Nazis. MSNBC contributor Jill Wine-Bank said of the Trump-Putin Helsinki press conference, "It's just as serious to me as the Cuban Missile Crisis in terms of an attack, or the 9/11 attack. Trump's performance today will live in infamy as much as the Pearl Harbor attack or Kristallnacht." Former communist, Obama operative, and CIA Director John Brennan tweeted, "Donald Trump's press conference performance in Helsinki rises to and exceeds the threshold of high crimes and misdemeanors. It was nothing short of treasonous." The constant invoking of the Holocaust, the Nazis, and now Kristallnacht, the unofficial beginning of the Holocaust, a night in 1938 when German Jews were beaten to death, synagogues were burned, and Jewish shops were destroyed, only minimizes the evil of Nazism and the Holocaust. A young American who, having gone to a typical university, probably knows nothing about the Nazis and the Holocaust, will now think that Nazism and the Holocaust were 20th century expressions of Trump and American conservatism. All this hysteria is built on next to nothing. At its core is an attempt to undo the 2016 election. The mainstream media refused to accept that Hillary Clinton lost. They said she would win, handily. They predicted a landslide. How could they have possibly gotten it wrong? Their answer is they didn't. Trump and Putin stole it. If truth mattered to the media, their ongoing narrative would be, Democrats and the left still do not accept the Trump victory. If the truth mattered to the media, every American would know Trump has been harder on Russia than former President Barack Obama was. Every American would be reminded that Obama reassured Putin's right-hand man, then Russian President Dmitry Medvedev, that he would be tough on Russia. Thinking his mic was off, he whispered into Medvedev's ear, "This is my last election. After my election, I have more flexibility." If truth mattered to the media, every American would be reminded that Obama sent army mules to Ukraine, and Trump has sent anti-tank missiles and other arms to repel the Russians. If truth mattered to the media, every American would be reminded that Obama watched Syria burn and Russia come to dominate that country, while Trump has bombed Syrian military installations, including one where Russians were killed. If truth mattered to the media, every American would be reminded that it is Trump who has weakened Russia's ally, Iran, while Obama immeasurably strengthened it. Instead, the media screamed treason, impeachment, and the like 24/7. Hollywood stars curse the president. Others curse his daughter or the First Lady, one of the most regal in American history, and show President Trump in various death poses. Meanwhile, leftist mobs shout at administration officials and Republican members of Congress while they eat in restaurants, shop in stores, and sleep in their homes. If you vote Democrat this November, you are voting for hysteria, lies, socialism, and even the cheapening of the Holocaust. But more than anything, a vote for Democrats in November is a vote for hysteria, the greatest and darkest in American history. This video is a production of the School of the White Crane. My name is John Brooker, and you can reach me through commentary on this video. Please subscribe to this channel and share this video with family, friends, and on social media. May God richly bless you, my beloved.